Hey, good evening friends, welcome once again to the Shed of Wonder on this Monday evening. It's just coming up to 5:40. I hope you're all good, I hope you're well, and I hope Monday has been kind to you all. I have to say, oh there's my tea, just pop that up there. Massive miles by all of you legends throughout the FCC last week. In fact, the total mileage was a record for the FCC. And that mileage was 38,674 miles in total. Absolutely amazing. And 1,692 activities. Just brilliant. And I have to say a massive kudos to you all for getting out there on your bikes and putting in the miles. Especially as well the FCC crew that were doing the Fred Whitton, the Velo Birmingham, and the London Revolution. Just brilliant, absolutely brilliant from all of you as well. So yeah, fantastic stuff. And all of you legends that were able to come out yesterday for the FCC Peak District ride, so good to ride with you all. What a cracking day it was. I mean, it was hilly. There were some fantastic climbs, killer climbs on that route yesterday. And thank you so much, Nige, for organising that tea room that we stopped at in Tissington, I think it was. I can't remember the name of the tea room, but it was absolutely amazing. Beautiful little stop. And then I know some of you legends took the trail back to the car park, and then those of us that wanted to carry on the road tackled some big old climbs, especially coming out of Tissington. That climb up that hill, I think it maxed out about 20%. Absolutely massive, but stunning views at the top. So thank you everyone, and massive kudos to you all for getting out on your bikes last week. Okay, we better crack on with the FCC Strava review. Let's do this. Right, okay you legends, let's do this. So, as we always do, we will start off with last week's leaders. Distance, first place, Keith Maddox, 423.5 miles. Absolutely incredible, Keith. And I believe you were doing the Land's End to John O'Groats last week, so fantastic achievement, mate. Well done. James Finn in second, 361.3 miles. Brilliant stuff, James. Jim Leighton-Jones is in third. Hello, Jim. 331.4 miles for you. Outstanding. Longest ride. James Finn, 187.3 miles. Absolutely outstanding, my friend. Josip's in second with 134.7, and in third position is Peter Scott with 133.5. Amazing stuff, guys. Climbing, top of the tree, numero uno, is Keith Maddox with 28,012 feet. Outstanding stuff, Keith. Mark Schule is there in second place with 26,142 feet, and in third place is Ian Chandler with 20,656 feet. Absolutely incredible stuff, you legends. Okay, I'm going to scroll up and we will look down deeper into last week's top 100 leaderboard. I definitely didn't make it, but those of you legends that did, Keith Maddox, first place, 423.5 miles. Longest ride, 108.7 miles. James Finn in second with 361.3. Longest ride, 187.3 miles. Jim Leighton-Jones in third, 331.4 miles. Chad is in fourth with 308.6, 12,215 feet of climbing, Chad, outstanding. Mr. Mark Schule is there in fifth with 302.6 miles. And as we mentioned, 26,142 feet of climbing. It's just sensational climbing from you legends. Stevie Wongster's there in sixth. Thank you so much for driving yesterday, mate, up to the Peak District. So good to ride with you again. Blooming brilliant. And that Burger King on the way home was top draw. 285.8 miles, you legend. Brilliant stuff. And 10,082 feet of climbing. Marie Simmons, brilliant stuff, Marie. 7th position, 273.7 miles, 106.9 miles being your longest ride. Outstanding stuff. Ian Brewer's there in 8th, 273.5. Brilliant stuff, Ian. 15,026 feet of climbing. Mr. Mark Jones is there in 9th, 268.5. 17,582 feet of climbing. Brilliant stuff, Mark. Peter Scott's there in 10th, 262.5 miles. Brilliant stuff, Peter. Tim NFTO is there in 11th, 254.6. Brilliant stuff, Tim. Stefan Holdorf's in 12th with 250.2. Cracking stuff, Stefan. 12 rides for you last week. Stu Sumner is there in 13th. Hello, Stu. I'm sure you're a new member to the crew, so welcome to the FCC, buddy. 249.9 miles ridden last week. Longest ride of 104.6 miles. Cracking stuff. Chris Goff's in 14th. Hello, Chris. 245.4 miles. Another Century rider. 100.3 miles for last week. Brilliant stuff, mate. Crit Witt is there in 15th over there in sunny California. Hello, Crit. Hope you're good. 241.5 miles for you. Dallas is there in 16th down in New Zealand. Hello, Dallas. Hope you're good, buddy. 237.5 miles. Longest ride of 82.1 miles. Brilliant stuff, mate. Tony Ramos is in 17th with 234.6. Cracking stuff, Tony. Ian Chandler's there in 18th with 233.4. Mr. Ian Grant is in 19th. Hello, buddy. Hope you're good. 231.1 miles for you. Brilliant stuff. Jack Pinchin is there in 20th. Hello, Jack. 226.6 miles for you. Paul Stevens is in 21st. Hello, buddy. 224 miles for you. Brilliant stuff. Mr. Richard Arnold is in 22nd. Cardiff branch of the FCC. Hope you're well, my friend. 221.9 miles. And a Century ride for you as well. Brilliant stuff, mate. 101.4 miles. Outstanding. Snakefire TRI is in 23rd with 220.5. Brilliant stuff, mate. Luke Toms is in 24th with 218.7. Cracking stuff, Luke. David Raynham's in 25th with 214.5. 12,398 feet of climbing. Cracking stuff, David. Clive Lunt is there in 26th. Hello, Clive. Hope you're good, buddy. 212.6 miles for you. 12,375 feet of climbing. Awesome. Mr. Will Duffy is in 27th with 211.7 miles. Brilliant stuff, Will. I'm sure you were doing the Fred Whitten yesterday, mate. Your longest ride was 114.4 miles with 18,566 feet of climbing in total. So congratulations, mate, on doing that ride yesterday. Fantastic stuff. Helena is there in 28th. Hello, Helena. Hope you're good. 210.1 miles and Century ride for you as well. Outstanding stuff. 107.7 miles. Awesome. Carl Morrison's there in 29th with 208.6. Brian Roden's there in 30th, 207.9. I don't know why I'm hugging my tea so much. Jeremy Prodger's there in 31st, 207.1 miles, Jeremy. Outstanding stuff. And Century ride for you as well, 107.1 miles. Cracking stuff, you legend. Mr. Ming Pang is there in 32nd. Hello, buddy. 204.4 miles. Now, I know you definitely did the Fred Whitten yesterday, so congratulations on completing it. 121.3 miles was your longest ride. 14,961 feet of climbing. Outstanding. Richie, you legend, 33rd position, 202.8, smashing those miles in week after week, buddy. 10 rides for you last week. Awesome stuff. Fez is there in 34th. Hello, Fez. Hope you're good. 202.1 miles for you. Oh, that just made me jump. The wind just blew my plastic windows in. Oh, sounds a bit dodgy. And just again, apologies. Lauren is in 35th. Lauren, 195.2 miles. Amazing stuff. I know you were doing the London Revolution ride over the weekend. Absolutely brilliant. 102.4 miles was your longest ride with 10,023 feet of climbing in total. Brilliant stuff. Mark Langerbeer, so good to see you yesterday, Mark. Absolutely outstanding riding with you, you legend. 36th position, 194.4 miles. Longest ride, 127.4. Blooming brilliant, mate. 16,893 feet of climbing as well. Amazing. You guys and your climbing is just top draw. Absolutely fantastic. Aaron Powell is in 37th, 194.2 miles. Well, I should just rewind. So that's 36 of you. No, 34 of you legends that rode 200 miles or more last week. Just amazing. Yes, Aaron, 37th, 194.2 miles, 6 rides for you last week. A century ride for you as well, 106.5 miles. Outstanding stuff. D. Michael Dozers in 38th with 191.7. Graham Rich is there in 39th with 189.2. Simon Dixie, hello mate, 40th position, 188.7. And longest ride, 114.4 miles. Total climbing, 19,063 feet. Absolutely fantastic, mate. Jan Erik Berglund's there in 41st with 185.3. Ian West is in 42nd with 181.3. Ian Rigby is there in 43rd with 179.2. Christian Beckett's in 44th with 178.2. David Crawford's in 45th with 177.3. Absolutely outstanding. And Christian, apologies, yeah, a century ride for you as well, 102.4 miles. Brilliant stuff, mate. James Chapman's in 46th with 177 miles. Century ride for James, 114.3 miles. Brilliant stuff. So many of you legends rode 100 miles or more as well. Absolutely outstanding. Sam Duffy is in 47th, 174.4 miles. Longest ride, 115.1. Brilliant stuff, Sam. I know you did the Fred Whitten as well, so congratulations, mate. Mr. Martin Redding. Martin, you absolutely thrashed me this week, mate. 48th position, outstanding miles, 172.4 miles, mate. Brilliant stuff. 15 rides in total. That is superb. Jay Han is in 49th with 170.6. Mr. Andy Painting is there in 50th, 170.4. Brilliant stuff, you legend. Longest ride, 100.2 miles. Absolutely outstanding, mate. Sean Bennington, 51st. Hello, Sean. 169.8 miles for you. 18 rides in total. Brilliant stuff, mate. Hope you're good. 52nd is Mark Smith with 168.7. Brilliant stuff, Mark. 14,170 feet of climbing. Scott McCall is there in 53rd with 168.1. 107 miles for your longest ride, Scott. Brilliant stuff, mate. Dave De Winter's there in 54th with 167.5. Wazza is there in 55th. Hello, mate. Hope you're good. 166 miles for you. Alan Bailey's in 56th with 165.9. Another century ride, 114.1 miles. Fantastic stuff, mate. 57th we have Corey Ring with 165.4. Jorgenis is in 58th with 164.9. John Millett is in 59th with 164.6. Mark Nicol is in 60th with 162.2. We have Chris Tracese in 61st with 162.1. Caleb's in 62nd with 161.3. Mr. Dave Harvey is there in 63rd with 161 miles. And Joe Robinson is in 64th with 160.8. Outstanding riding from all of you legends that I just mentioned there. Fantastic stuff. Mark Cornelius is in 65th with 160.5. Another Centurion, 109.2 miles. Brilliant stuff, Mark. Peter Hartill is in 66. Hello, Peter. 160.3 miles for you. 102.3 miles was your longest ride. Fantastic stuff, buddy. Adam Higgins is in 67th with 160.2. Fahim is in 68th with 160.1, also on 160.1 miles. In 69th is Ross Clark. Brilliant stuff, Ross. Excuse me. James Frost is there in 70th. Hello, James. 159.2 miles for you. James Social Cycling is there in 71st. Hello James, 158.8 miles for you, buddy. Andy Baker is there in 72nd, 157.2 miles. Andy, so good to see you yesterday on the FCC Peak District ride. Thank you so much for coming out, mate. Brilliant stuff. Total climbing 11,082 feet. Fantastic. Pete Jones, 73rd, 157 miles, you legend. So good to see you yesterday, mate, as well. And what a ride you had. Your longest ride was indeed yesterday, 106.1 miles, because you rode all the way over to Wirksworth and then rode all the way back. Absolutely outstanding, mate. Adam Sunman is there in 74th with 155.5. Cracking stuff, Adam. John Gonzalez is in 75th with 155.3. Where are we up to? 76. Maxwell Smith, 154.9. Cracking stuff, Maxwell. Paul Williams is in 77th, 154.7. Brilliant stuff, Paul. Absolutely fantastic. Josip's in 78th with 154.7 as well. Josip's longest ride was 134.7 miles, which is just fantastic. Nige, 79th, 154.3 miles. Absolutely fantastic stuff, mate. Brilliant riding last week. So good to see you yesterday as well, mate. What a route and scenery that was. Just brilliant. So thank you, buddy. Hope you're good. Sandra Kelly's in 80th with 153.7. Brilliant stuff, Sandra. Alosi's there in 81st with 153.6. Brilliant stuff, mate. Keith Burgess is in 82nd with 152.9. Krista Train Dawkins in 83rd with 149.4. Oh, Keith, your longest ride, 102.6 miles. Absolutely outstanding, mate. Did you do the Velo Birmingham yesterday? I wasn't too sure if you were doing it or not, but massive congratulations. That's fantastic. Daniel Hall's in 84th with 149.2. Paul Powers in 85th with 148.4. Longest ride, 100 miles exactly. Brilliant stuff, Paul. Junior McMillan's in 86th with 146.8. Jonathan Sapir is in 87th with 146 miles. Jonathan is another Century rider, 100.2 miles. Absolutely amazing. Andy Tage is in 88th, 145.5. Really good to meet you yesterday, Andy. Thanks so much for coming along, mate. Brilliant stuff. Alex Summerfield's in 89th with 145.3. Samuel is in 90th with 143.8. Jockins in 91st with 143.5. Then we have Jason Scott in 92nd with 143.2. Philip Mansfield's in 93rd with 143.1. James Todd is in 94th with 143 miles exactly. Brilliant stuff, James. Connor Penfold's in 95th. Hello, Connor. 142.8 miles for you last week. Tony Stark's in 96th with 142.6 miles. Brilliant stuff, Tony. Emma Hadley's in 97th with 142.2. Stephen Toland is in 98th, 140.7. Outstanding. I know you did the Velo Birmingham yesterday, Stephen, as well, so massive congratulations, buddy. Longest ride, 102.6 miles. Awesome stuff. Graham Arthurs, you've done it, you legend. 99th place, 139.6 miles. Outstanding stuff, mate. And Daniel Tilley is in 100th position with 138.2. Just amazing stuff. So many of you legends rode 100 miles in one ride or more last week. It's just incredible. I've never seen anything like it. Massive kudos to every single one of you. Time for Rider of the Week. And oh my days, this is just so difficult. You're all absolute legends, and the riding that you've all done last week, flipping heck, it's just outstanding. I will have to make a decision. Guys, I've literally been deliberating in the Shed of Wonder, in fact here, for the last 20 minutes for the Rider of the Week. Just so difficult. I have to give special mentions before we do Rider of the Week to Keith Burgess, who completed the Land's End to John O'Groats last week. Outstanding stuff, Keith. The Duffy brothers, Ming, for doing the Fred Whitten yesterday. You legends that did the Velo Birmingham, and Lauren for doing the London Revolution. I mean, so if I could buy 100 pairs of socks, you would all get Ride of the Week for last week, because just outstanding miles. But the person that I'm going to award Rider of the Week to for last week is somebody in 82nd position on the top 100 leaderboard, and that with a total miles of 152.9, longest ride of 102.6 miles. Keith Burgess, you are Rider of the Week for last week. Cracking stuff, Keith. Congratulations, buddy. Rider of the Week. Keith, awesome stuff, and well-deserved Rider of the Week for last week. I have 2 colour combination sort of pairs of socks left. I can't even speak properly. Pink with white polka dots and the blue with red. Let me know which pair you would like, mate. I will put my email address in the description below. Just drop me a quick email with your address, and I will get your chosen pair of socks sent out to you, buddy. Congratulations. Okay, friends, that concludes the FCC Strava review for last week. Absolutely amazing miles from every single one of you throughout the FCC. Yeah, just literally outstanding. You're all legends. Yeah, I'm just blown away by all the miles that you've all done. Record-breaking week for the FCC last week. So thank you so much for joining me on this Monday evening here in the Shed of Wonder. It's been great to see you all again. Have a lovely evening. Have a safe week. Enjoy your week. I think we're going to get lots more sunshine this week, so if you manage to get out, enjoy your riding and stay safe out there. I will see you in a couple of days with another vlog. Bye for now.